What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Kizuna clash. We have two different variants of teams to show you guys in this video today. I've got a set of free-to-play teams and also a set of relatively legend-heavy teams that I'm going to be using throughout this particular event. So without further ado, let's actually talk about the upcoming Kizuna character, the brand newly released OKIKU. This OKIKU is actually pretty freaking cool. So unfortunately, you can't see it right here. I haven't got all the materials yet. But mind you, this character does have double special activation, which does make her very, very good. So her captain ability, which I'm not too sure of, I don't think this is fully maxed out yet, but you're not going to be using her as a captain anyway. Her special ability is very good though. It reduces your crew's bind and paralysis by 2 turns, reduces your crew's special charge time by 1 turn, and reduces damage taken by 70% for 1 turn. So yeah, very, very good. It doesn't have it here. You have to unlock it through the limit break, but she does have another sailor ability that states that she will completely resist 2 turns of special rewind. So it's really good. You can use her to rewind your other specials if your whole crew will get special rewinded. So very, very nice. And she's just a really good unit overall. So you should definitely go ahead and get into maxing this character out. So let's go over to the Kizuna real quick, because we need to talk about the Kizuna exchange. It is slightly different this time around as well compared to the previous Kizuna. So in the treasure list, you'll be able to see all the materials to pick up for the OKIKU, which is cool. But then, when you get to box 6, you'll see that there is a special rare recruit, Sugo Fest exclusive guaranteed, ×1. This character does include every single unit that just released with the Luffy, Taro, Zoro, Juro, and Sobu Mask banner. So if you want to go ahead and just have a free legend, make sure to get to box 6. It's going to be really, really cool. Obviously, you want to pick up all the limit break materials along the way to max the limit break of this OKIKU. And in box 7, you can see that there are now 5 of each of these tablets you can go ahead and pick up. Unfortunately, you can see in the bottom corner there is 1,000 items to get from this particular box. So it's give and take. Honestly, it's just more annoying to get these tablets now with 1,000 particular items that are available here. So they just basically jam-pack this particular box in with a lot of shit that we don't need, which is pretty infuriating. But look, there's nothing we can do about it. I just wish that they would have given you more tablets if they were going to up it to 1,000 per box. But either way, it is what it is. Just make sure to get all the limit break materials, and if you want a free legend, make sure you go ahead and get to box 6 and try and get that rainbow chest. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Kizuna. Okay, so starting things off, we're going to start with the strength variation. This is not the first boss that you go up against, by the way. This is actually the third of the bosses. You start off with Dex, then you go quick, and then you go into strength. So this is the final of those teams, but either way, you guys are going to see all the different typings in this video today. First of all, we're going to go through the teams that I've built with my own personal legends and stuff like that against this fight. And then after all of these teams have gone through, at the end of the video, you guys are going to be seeing the free-to-play variations that I made on stream today. So the preemptive attack of stage 1 of the strength variation gives you 15 turns of cooldown to your free spirit, cerebral, and powerhouse characters. So obviously you're making sure to build a team with those type of units so you don't have to stall as much in this particular fight. On stage 2, you have to deal with Usopp and 2 strength samurai characters. I believe Usopp has around 700,000 HP. His preemptive attack gives you 3 turns of paralysis, which you could see there with the Bartolomeo Legend Barto support on the Robin. We're able to remove all turns of that paralysis, which makes it very, very easy. So you can go ahead and run something like that on this Robin to make it very, very easy for yourself. And then the final boss stage, OKIKU, is a strength unit and with a preemptive attack of defense down and all poison immunities. But you can delay the unit, which is kind of cool. You can see that 1 turn blowaway is inflicted to your captain spot, and you get a full board of block orbs. After the first turn of attacks, you get given normal attacks only, and also, 1 turn of enemy defense up is inflicted, and if you activate any HP cut, and this actually applies to any of the OKIKU bosses, she will go ahead and fully heal and give you normal attacks only. You can see that we're using the Geisha Robin to tank 1 hit from the OKIKU, which makes it a lot easier, and then we can just activate the rest of our specials in the following turn to go ahead and take down OKIKU. The second variation is the Dex boss, which we're going through in this video now. The stage 1 preemptive attack will give you 15 turns of cooldown to your fighter, slasher, and free spirit characters, and this is why we're utilizing a friend captain of Luffy and Zoro here, which can just enable us to get crazy damage output. Very good for both the Dex and also the Dex and quick variation, so you can get the type advantage with both Luffy and Zoro. This team is definitely nowhere near optimal, but it gets the job done. This is going to be doing a pretty serious amount of damage output for a pretty long time. You could definitely replace some of the units on this team, but this specific team with Luffy and Zoro friend captain just enables us to clear it pretty easy. Of course, we are taking our time trying to consume as many Wano slots as we possibly can, which will give us the 2.75 times orb boost when we use their special eventually on the final boss stage. Now on stage 2, you have to deal with Robbie. She has approximately 700,000 health, and there is a preemptive attack of special binding your entire team for 5 turns. This is where you can use the switch ability of Luffy and Zoro to unspecial bind your characters every single turn. So technically every time you switch, you're removing like 1 turn of it, and then when that turn ends, you're getting another turn removal. So you're technically removing it 2 times, two turns. 2 turns of the special bind is removed every turn, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. And of course, if you have two Luffy and Zoro captains, then you can remove all of it. I'm using the limited Roku Bonnie to make it a little bit easier. Not required, but it just means that it's less stall to try and make sure our specials are ready for that final boss fight. And then the final boss against OKIKU is a Dex unit, of course, and her preemptive attack will give herself 99 turns of full immunity, 3 turns of Rainbow Shield % damage reduction, so make sure to bring a unit that can remove that. The brand newly released Uso Hachi will be able to be used here to just remove that, and he's a strength unit, which gives him type advantage, and once again, you get a full board of block orbs. Now, once again, there is an HP interrupts, or an HP cut interrupt, which will fully heal herself and also give you normal attacks only. I'm not really 100% sure what she does on turn 1, turn 2, etc., but these are just the things you need to know for taking on this particular OKIKU boss fight. Now, the next fight is the final variation, the quick variation. Now, on stage 1, you get special cooldown reduction to your strength, dex, and quick units. That's what you want to be aiming to build here. And then on stage 2, you're going to have to deal with a carrot mini-boss. Now, this carrot mini-boss can be a little challenging, but once again, if you have someone like Corazon support or V1 Rayleigh support attached to a Luffy or a lore character, that's going to help you out a lot, as you can remove the bind that gets inflicted and just take your time with that stage. It's not listed here, but yeah, you do also get that special cooldown reduction if you don't kill her within those first 3 turns. So make sure to focus on taking down Carrot, and then you can focus on taking down the Samurai in the following turn. And of course, we are using Luffy and Zoro as a friend captain here once again, just so we can consume as many Wano slots as possible, and ensuring that when we use their special on the final stage, that we're getting a really huge orb boost from that. Now, you might be thinking, why am I running Luffy and Zoro and then having V2 Big Mom as a sub? It doesn't make much sense. But basically, if you're using the Big Mom as a sub, you're just getting a way higher chain lock, and you get the additional stat boost increase, which really does make a huge difference. It really does. And that's basically what we're doing, making sure we're making our way through here to the final boss fight. Now, the final boss, OKIKU, has 7.5 million HP or higher, depending on when you land on the character, and her preemptive attack has full immunity once again, and 3 turns of attack down is inflicted to your team, and once again, you get a full board of block slots. This is where this brand new Dex Carrot available in the Sugo Fest is exceptional because you can use her special ability to remove the attack down and change those block orbs that you get given into tandem slots. And of course, if you've got Luffy and Zoro as one of your captains, those tandem slots become Wano slots instead. So it makes a huge difference. And of course, with the rest of our specials active, we can clear it pretty straightforward. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're going to go ahead and show off the free-to-play teams now. I'm not going to be talking over those specific teams, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you guys did, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, as we are nearly at 50,000 subs. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.
分かった暗いないただき今の任せろ水も飯も敵が持ってんなら好都合だ